Good morning and welcome to Glenwood Lutheran Church. My name is Pastor Mark Manning. We gather together on this snowy day. We had some snow last night. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. One of our scriptures for this weekend comes from John chapter 11. And Lazarus, a good acquaintance, friend of a friend at least of Jesus, has died. And Jesus has sort of delayed things. He's not typically a late person, but maybe he doesn't run around paying too much attention to the clock. Although he mentions it today. The disciples said to Jesus, "Rabbi, the Jews are just now trying to stone you, and you're going to go there again?" Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours of daylight? Those who walk during the day do not stumble because they see the light of this world. But those who walk at night stumble because the light's not in them." And after saying this, he told them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I'm going to awaken him." All right, let me talk about this for just a second. Are there not 12 hours of daylight? Now, coming out of the winter, this really sounds odd, but by sheer coincidence, today is the vernal equinox, what we call the first day of spring, March 22nd, and today there is, supposedly, in the Northern Hemisphere, 12 hours of daylight, and of course 12 hours of nighttime as well. So we've hit quite a momentous, you can call it a coincidence, or wonderful planning on Pastor Manning's part, maybe not. What's Jesus getting at here when he says this saying, "Are there not 12 hours of daylight?" I think it's interesting because he's dividing the day into equal times of light and then of darkness. And it seems to me that one possibility in saying this is in a sense, there is this that we live in a world where the possibility falls either way. When you encounter Jesus, you will be prompted to see the light, or, as we find out in John, of course, some people are seized by darkness. They don't believe, even though they have him right there. And in the story of Lazarus, very quickly they begin to plot his death. Truly night, truly darkness. Well, as we enter now into days which are going to be increasing on this day when there is truly 12 hours of daylight, let us remember that with Easter approaching, the amount of daylight is increasing, and I hope the amount of light in your heart, hope in the Lord God, faith that spring will one day eventually come and the several feet of snow and ice all around us will be gone. And in so doing, let that be a sign then, as well as the raising of Lazarus, that God is active in this world, that Christ is active in your heart, and that for you, it is not a 50-50 proposition of believing and encountering Jesus, but rather Jesus Christ will be the light 24 hours of day in your life. May God bless you as we work our way